Hello and welcome to another Blender quick tip tutorial. In this tutorial we are going to learn about how to UV map or give a realistic texture to any object in Blender. So let's get started. In this tutorial we are going to give a floor texture to a particular base like a wooden flooring texture. So select the default cube and scale it down by pressing shift, and I want to scale it down in Z axis, so I will press Z and I'll scale it down, and now I have to increase the scale in only X and Y direction, so I'll press S and shift Z and scale it down for scale it up in this way, right? Now deleting this default light and camera that we don't require right now. Now selecting the object, go to materials, use node and give a simple any color like brown color, okay, that we are going to change. Now I want to give wood texture on the top of this box, right? So I'll press tab, select the upper face by going to face select and then clicking on it and then press U. U plays an important role as in edit mode it opens the UV mapping method or UV mapping pop-up, right? So I'll select unwrap. So I am going to unwrap any UV texture onto this surface itself. So before giving it as texture, I have to provide it a new material on which this texture will be embedded. So I'll go in the material section, create a new material and assign this surface only that new material, right? Assign this surface only that new material. So you can see this in rendered mode that I have assigned brown texture here and white textured here. I'll put just a light so that you get a basic idea what I'm seeing. See, this is white and this is brown. Now I have to give wooden texture to this part. So I'll go to the shading section. Here you will see a two menus like simple node setup. So if you want to use this node setup, then you have to go to edit preferences and add an add-on called node wrangler. Just type node wrangler and you will find this add-on, right? So now pressing shift A, getting the image texture, putting it here, open the image texture where I have kept it. So I'll go with wooden texture and select this colored image. This will give a basic texture of wood to my surface. Now it's not actually looking like a wood, so I have to give it some bumpy feel, right? So I'll just duplicate this and change some other like roughness. First of all, we have to give it roughness, but it's not a colored data, it's a non-colored data, like black are for shiny part or black are for the rough part and white are for shiny part. So we have to change its property to non-colored data, otherwise it will take or consider it as in colored data and then the texture will be very uneven, right? So now you can see some shiny bumps inside the texture, right? So I'll show you just the difference, removing and adding, right? So now we have to use some normal map so that we can give it more realistic look. So I'll open the normal image. Now we have to map it. So map, normal map, and connecting this color node to colored and this normal mode to normal. Now you will see some height in this image also, but it's not realistic, so I'll increase the strength by around 4 and you will see the difference clearly. Now it's very realistic texture. So when you go to the rendered view, I'll show you in cycles render so you get more proper gist of the texture we are getting from this, right? And going here and cycles, right? So it's looking very realistic as compared to the previous one. In this way you can get any surface map with UV textures. Thanks for watching and subscribe to Tech Potato.